everything seems to be working.
Bayonetta.
Just going to raise that a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. Was dealing with something. Wasn't anything like too important, but it was bugging me, so needed to handle it. Okay. Yeah, well, I wait. Not a bad thing to get a little bit of practice in. Okay. Probably not going to be higher than gold, but anything's better than nothing, right? I'll accept the platinum. Of course I'll accept the platinum. Why wouldn't I? I'm pedantic, not insane. That's sad. Trying to remember how to... Awful. I did a bad job on that one. Just out and out a bad job. I'll be lucky if I get a gold on that one. Gold. Should have done better, but I didn't. Damn shame. I don't think I'll do a better one on this one either. Granted, I got a platinum first time through, so, you know. That was kind of always guaranteed to be locked in. Why are you aiming for that when I'm clearly locked onto the main head? Hey Roblox. Just running the prologue again to get back into the swing of things. Don't worry, after this it's gonna be new stuff. After this should be... Okay, that should be the end of the quick time events. There it is. Gold. Worse than last time, but still. At least I upped one of them to platinum.
Just as I expected.
All right. Oh, I didn't use gripping bite. Damn. Yeah, who cares? City on fire. I wonder what's going to be happening to the city on this level. Could it perhaps be undergoing a flood of some sort? You were going to say the same thing? Well, great minds and all that. Either that or we're both brain dead, so pick your poison. So hey, Roblox, do you like Phantom? Phantom's back, again, in Pog form. For the love of God, yeah. Yeah, Phantom's a favorite of Platinum. I'm not surprised, Phantom was great. Easily one of the most fun bosses in one. Let him rest? No. Phantasma Renegade. I think it's even the same voice actor. Or just like an imitator. A good imitator, though. Talk talk. What a disappointing catch.
You're a tough one, aren't you? Reminds me of the master. All right. It seems like the strands of fate bind us. I'll stick with you for a while.
2 spider puns in a row. So yeah, new demon acquired. Temporarily. But new demon acquired. Which kind of sucks because I dislike his weapon. Never really had a use for it personally. It's less that it's a bad weapon and more I'm just, like, I never practiced with it, and therefore never got good with it, you know? Kind of like... So close to getting a 0 damage on that one. So of course I screwed it up. Might have gotten a plat if I hadn't gotten hit. Dude, MG challengers can be really annoying sometimes. Yeah. Tuned in for a stream yesterday for a little bit before I had to, like, do some stuff. They were trying to get like a, I forget exactly the name of the rank because my brain is blanking right now. But they were trying to get basically a perfect run in Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. Like Snake Eater Delta, rather. And it was not cooperating with them. Because you're playing Warframe and then like kill 150 enemies with melee weapons. And then my next challenge is kill 150 of a faction of enemies. Yeah, that always sucks. That's not fun. Because it always turns into a situation where you're just going like, could you not have given me this like 5 seconds ago? Right, I'm just gonna do it from here.
To replenish.
Doink. Hey, full heart. It's like, something like that happened to me semi-recently, and I'm trying to remember exactly the scenario. It wasn't quite like kill 150 this way and then, oh, kill another 150. It wasn't quite that, but it was similar. And there are only 2 ways to take something like that, right? Like either it happens and you're like, alright, fine. Or it happens and you're sitting there going like, I'm not playing this game anymore. Because at some point it actively feels like your time's being wasted, you know? Not always, but enough of the time that's what it ends up feeling like. Well, that seems radically unfair, but alright. Okay, that was more fair. There we go. You have frames and weapons that can shorten the challenge, so it's fine. Yeah, but it's still annoying, right? And that's not always the case. Some games just go like, no, do it though. And it's always those games that are like, are you trying to get me to stop playing the game? Because I will. I have better things to do with my life than waste time. And if I do want to waste time, I'll just play euchre or something. I'll play solitaire, like, if I'm just looking for a time waster. I do not need help to waste time. I have that well in hand, thank you. In Warframe, it's either you think it's a time waster or it's your life. Yeah.
Settle down now, little one.
Same as in Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, how many characters do you have? 1. How many of them are... Really? Huh, I know a lot of people who have plenty of them. It's like, what's your class? All of them. What? Yeah, all of them.
I can take the heat.
Okay, how many of them are at cat? All of them.
That water tank looks useful. Don't think I'll be getting close, though.
It's funny. Do I really need full magic for this? It's like right there.
Do it.
Like, doesn't take all that much magic. Bizarre. Dude, that sounds like you in Destiny. Eh. Again, great minds. You're glad you never played Destiny 2, to be honest? Eh. Some people would say the same about, like, Destiny 1 in reverse, right? Like, boy, am I glad I never played 1. Granted, I think we can all agree, the best boy am I glad ism is, boy am I glad I never played Anthem. Never wasted my time, effort, or money on Anthem. You know, the Bob Dylan of video games. How'd that turn out? Witch time damage only. Limited time, that's normal. No torture attacks. Alright. So this one's kind of purpose-built for... Come on. Yo, Madame Butterfly, maybe move. Boy, you're glad you never played League. Also true. Boy, am I glad I never played Titanfall 1. Yo. Is that going too far? Is that really going too far? I'm a 2-player. I've always been a 2-player. Just always liked 2 more than I've liked, more than I like 1. No, it's because Titanfall is actually a good series, but yes, of course, 2 is better than 1, because at least 2 has a campaign. It's not just the fact that 2 has a campaign. It's the fact that 2's campaign is actually good. Like, is it Shakespeare? No. Did it need to be? No. It's just a good story. Like, would I be mad to hear that you're an AWOL main? No. Hey, I'm a blank main has never been enough to make me angry.
That voice.
Unless it's like... How do I vocalize this properly?
Someone's having fun. At least Kitty's landed on her feet.
Alright. Here's how I would put it. Can I get frustrated at people using a specific strategy or loadout or whatever? Yes, obviously, right? Happens to everybody. The only time I actively let it, like, bother me, like, for real bother me, is if it's a scenario where I literally am not allowed to play the game.
Welcome to the gates of hell.
Like, actively incapable of playing the game. Like, top of my head, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Example, right? If I'm playing against somebody and they take, like, 28 minutes to do their turn, and then it's my turn, and then they take another 28 minutes to, like, go through all the interactions they can go through, yeah, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. I'm gonna be a little bit annoyed because you're literally stopping me from playing the game. You're actively stopping me from playing the game. Like, there's no fun to be had in that scenario. But if I'm playing, like, a fighting game, and I choose to pick, like, Street Fighter. If I choose to play Dan, if Street Fighter 6, if I choose to play Jamie, right, I've accepted that I'm gonna have a rough time. You know? I've accepted that it wasn't the best option I could have taken. Oh my god, it's a boar. Asparagus. Heavy beast shield, decisive unit. Or divisive unit. Probably decisive. I didn't fully read that, no, it's my bad. You know, usually when you lock onto something, the camera stays locked onto them, game.
Time to tie you down tight. Teach you how to behave. With a bit of help. Your turn. Do it.
But yeah, that's usually how I think about stuff like that. Where it's like, if I'm ever asking myself the question of, why am I doing this? Why am I playing the, why am I going up against this thing that is considered top tier, or, like, cheap, with maybe the weakest member of the cast? It's a me problem, not the game's balancing problem. Like, don't get me wrong, the game's balancing is still a problem. But if I lose that encounter, let's say, I lost the encounter. Were they helped by their choice? Obviously. But I'm the one who chose to go up against, I don't know, Akuma or Sagat or, like, pre-patch Ken in Street Fighter 6 with Jamie, who is not the best character in that cast, especially pre-patch.
Not quite a convertible, but I could get used to this.
Whoa. Camera. I'm trying to, like... Yeah, I'm not gonna get that. I've wasted too much time already. Maybe because I've completely forgotten how these control, because they do not control good. Oh, this camera's sickening. Off topic, but I think it balances it out because I'm a Scorch main as well. That's not how balance works. You can't, well, I pick a low tier in this specific circumstance. You can't use that as your defense for picking a strong character initially. You know, no matter how much you think that that balances it out, because it doesn't, right? It's funny to say, though, so, you know, there is that.
Of artistry from the killing machine.
Is AWOL really that broken? Not exactly. But I'm saying I'm generalizing. You know what I mean? Like, is AWOL that broken? No. But some games, slash, some characters in some games, are. Like, so busted that the question doesn't become, why are you playing blank? It's why aren't you playing, like, the top tiers? With, like, a singular exception that I can think of off the top of my head, and it's not even... Like, the singular exception is still a weirdly top tier pick for one specific reason. I'll get through this and I'll explain. Like, I'll get to the next scene type of thing and then I'll explain what I mean. Alright. Whee! Boy, this would be significantly cooler if I could control any of it. But I guess not. Like Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I recently got a chance to play that at an arcade and thoroughly enjoyed playing that game again because I grew up playing the first game. I grew up playing 2 a lot with friends. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has a large roster, a very large roster. I don't remember the exact number, but it's big. Like, comically big. And I say comically big because I can tell you off the top of my head who you're going to see in a tournament. You're going to see Magneto. You're going to see Storm. You're going to see Cable. You're going to see Sentinel. If you're really lucky, and I'm kind of lying about lucky, using the term lucky there. If you're really lucky, somebody in the tournament is going to remember that there is a Capcom part to, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And they'll take Captain Commando. That's not going to happen, by the way. It might, but how do I put this into very, like, simple words? Alright. If you're going to be picking Captain Commando in a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 tournament, you're not using Captain Commando. You're not fighting as Captain Commando. That's just not what you're doing. Captain Commando exists for one move. Just one. And it's his assist. If at any point Captain Commando gets switched in, or he's your last character, it is considered 56 characters in the roster of MVC2. Yeah, you'll see 4 of them. In a game where it's 3v3. You're going to see 4 of them. Maybe 5 if somebody decides to pick Captain Commando. Maybe, and I'm saying like a hard maybe, 6 if somebody decides to switch it up and play as Spider-Man. Because in every single Marvel vs. Capcom game, Spider-Man is like the roughest character to learn, the roughest character to execute stuff with, but the coolest to make look good. It's the eternal curse of Spider-Man names in anything. You want to play as your favorite character? Too bad. I can't see anything. Your options are consistency and just fantastic characters, or losing. Like Roblox, if you ever want to see something wild, like legitimately insane, look up high-level Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Look up Magneto specifically. He teleports. He doesn't have a teleport move, but he moves so quickly, he goes from, like, the absolute edge of the left side of the screen to the absolute edge of the right side of the screen in the time it takes you to blink. Magneto is insanely fast, and it's so cool to see people pulling stuff off with him. Bayonetta furry confirmed. That's clearly a Fido. Strider, Twilight Wanderer.
Not an angel or a demon, but not quite human either. Who are you? Do it.
I literally can't move because the camera is... I can't see what's going on, Strider. This seems a little unfair. So that's another problem with Bayonetta 3, by the way. Do you like having, like, full camera control? No, you don't. We know better than you do. Do you like seeing what's going on? No, you don't. We know better than you do. It's an issue. Like, it's bad. It happens pretty consistently in this game, where you're gonna get, like, forced into a corner. The camera will focus hard on the boss, despite never focusing hard on anything before that point, and make it impossible for you to see what the hell is actually going on, when you could really use that information, like, now. So I don't know if you guys just noticed, she just broke the rules. Like, the very consistent rules we have seen so far in, like, the Bayo universe. She just broke the rules. Drop kick. Solange Bowser? Yep.
Seems like you're ready for the leash.
Is he, though?
Now, why don't you sit for mummy?
Bark, 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 arf. Roblox.
Perhaps I shouldn't have rubbed his nose in it.
I can't wait for you to find out what's Strider's deal, because it's gonna be really funny. Just to see how you react to that. Because there is something going on with Strider. Shocking, I know. But, yeah, she walked on the wall inside the building. With no direct source of moonlight. Despite that being a pretty established point about, like, the whole wall walking thing in the Bayo universe. It's like, you need to have a direct source of moonlight on you right now in order to do it. In order to, like, walk on the wall. Which I can forgive. That happening, like, once. Problem is it only gonna happen once? Or will it happen multiple times? Let's find out. The level just started and that was verse 2. Where the hell is verse 1? Game. Yoink for extra time. So I've come to a decision, by the way, about Fridays. Might be a bit of an unpopular one, but, you know, it's mine to make. Fridays are, for the foreseeable future, not going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! They are going to be Digimon. Because I was reminded slash remembered that the Digimon RPGs, Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory specifically, are long. Beelining it from beginning to end is 50 hours. Give or take, right? Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, depending on who's behind the wheel, right? Doing some side quests, you're looking at 70, 80 hours. So if I want to, in any way, get hyped slash provide some familiarity, for the sake of the new game coming out October 3rd, I'm going to need to get either really creative or really dedicated to getting it done. We've got a month. You're right. And yet I'm still considering making every Digimon stream double length and adding a Saturday. And adding Saturdays. It's like, yes, it is a month. There are 2 games. Oh yeah, that's totally dodgeable. Can't believe we added that. Adding Saturdays, yeah, probably. Adding Saturdays and making both Saturday and Friday like 6 to 8 hour streams type of thing. Because if I don't, it's probably not happening. Also, the new game comes out on a Friday. So, you know, that's another reason for me to be like, make Friday Digimon Day type of thing. And make Saturday also Digimon Day, so we can have a double feature type of thing when the game actually does come out and, you know, get wowed by all the graphics and the fact that you can ride Digimon in the new game. Which means we can actively recreate. Your argument is invalid, I'm on a T-Rex. You literally can't bring me down. I am in too good a mood right now. No confirmation on whether Liedramon
Now where has my aquatic friend gotten off to?
is a rideable Digimon or not, which is weird in my opinion, because he's like the original. Well, not the original. He's the second one. Like the original, we've gotten confirmation on it being a rideable Digimon, which is Garurumon, the wolf. Like that we know for sure is going to be one of the rideable ones, because we've seen like footage of it. probably won't be able to ride Renamon, but we can probably ride Cubimon. That is probably going to be something that we can do. Game. Game. I am not sprinting here. You're doing that to me. It's like everything's an ice, like, level with her. It's bizarre. Hey, angels! Let's go! Not Cubimon. Although I do believe that that is actually also a Digimon. Cubimon. It's Renamon's evolution. It's a nine-tailed fox. Big shock, I know. It's in Cyber Sleuth. You'll have an opportunity to go like, oh, that's Cubimon. Renamon and her entire line is in Cyber Sleuth, so. Except for Kazuhamon. Renamon isn't the final evolution? No, Sakuyamon is the final evolution.
You're an energetic little thing.
Renamon is the rookie. Renamon is like Dracomon, Ryugamon, stuff like that. This shit is confusing. The problem is Renamon is way more famous for being sexualized than any of her other evolutions. So people have taken to like naturally assuming that Renamon is the most important of the evolutionary line. Because otherwise, why is she everywhere, right? Why wouldn't it be the actual important ones? She's the rookie, yeah. She's the one that sticks around the longest, is how I would describe it. Which is another thing that, pretty massively differentiates Digimon and Pokemon as, like, franchises. It is very rare in Digimon to see, like, Digimon Digivolve and stay that strong. Unless you're, like, playing the games, right? Where it would kind of suck if you kept reverting at the end of every fight and you had to, like, re-Digivolve every single time, right? But yeah, typically, when a Digimon Digivolves, it's permanent. Unless they get, like, a major ass beating. Like, unless they're about to die type of thing. I can't believe that worked. You want to know the worst part about Renamon being the rookie? I'm going to say this and you're going to get, like, you might actually get a little ill thinking about it. The worst part about, like, Renamon being the rookie
It was a bit of a workout.
is the Japanese name for rookie. The Japanese name for rookie is child. Child level. Which, if we're getting really literal, means that all the gross as all hell Renamon porn, yeah, it's technically CP. By virtue of a name, it's CP. Thank you, camera. Rack up combo points. It's a very unspecified goal, but alright. Well, you know how the Japanese are. Considering the fact that we are currently in Tokyo, yes. I do. Fucking vending machines. Yeah. Yes. Well, to be fair, mid-apocalypse Tokyo, you know? Like, to be completely fair, it is mid-apocalypse Tokyo. So there is some leeway to be had here. And this is also a different universe's Tokyo. To be even more fair, right? Wait. I posted a stream announcement on like Twitter and Blue Sky about playing Bayonetta 3 tonight. And I believe my exact words were, are they going to use the multiverse as a creative way to explore like different versions of Bayonetta and what they could be like? You know, the unique ways that they differ from our Bayo. Followed immediately by, or are they just going to be in different outfits, and that's it? Barring, like, one. I think there's exactly one Bayo that has a slightly different personality, and even then it's, like, basically exactly the same. Hey, Luca. Digging the, Bayo 4 is just not happening right. It might. But... oh, sorry about that. They're gonna have to do a lot to fix...
Do you believe in fate?
Luca?
3's
Brought
issues.
us here together, and it will never tear us apart.
If we got another DMC after 2, I can believe that we're gonna get a Bayo 4 eventually. With the problem being, you know, it's platinum. Eventually. Look out, it's got a flower mace. Fractus. Heavy humanoid combat unit.
Man, these guys have been a huge pain in the ass. Hey, how about you take care of them for me? Appreciate it, Cerecita.
Wait! I see his motto is still act first, think later.
Does Platinum make the DMC games? No. Technically not. Platinum, or what we know as Platinum, made DMC 1. the team that made DMC1 left Capcom and created Platinum Studios. After Capcom kept, like... mistreating them is not the word. Actually, it technically would count as a form of mistreatment. So that's why 2 is bad. But none of the others? Yeah, none of the others. 2 is bad because... I'm trying to, like, remember every aspect of the story properly. When the team left, Capcom was scrambling to do 2. Because 1 sold gangbusters, right? So, they tried whatever they could to fix it, right? To make it happen. No, just give me 1 second. There we go. My hair was clipping. And they did not give the team that they assigned... How do I think? You know what? I'm just going to use a really dumb analogy here. It's, you didn't finish your homework in time, so your teacher gives it to, like, the student who's scoring the lowest in class to finish it. That's what happened with, like, Devil May Cry 2. Plus, they had, like, 5 minutes to actually do it. And of course, what teacher does that? I've had some bad teachers in my life, and it was to prove a point. They did it to prove a point. It was amazing. And by amazing, I mean I still have vivid nightmares about that teacher. I despise that teacher. And to put this into perspective, I had him in elementary school. I'm nearly 30. That is a core memory for me now. It's a problem. But, and stuff like that, by the way, is why the team who made DMC1 left. Because Capcom would just do that. Oh, you're working on your game? Sorry, we need you to do this, like, incredibly important structural work on this other game. But we need to finish ours. We have a deadline. We don't care. Do what we're telling you to do. Are we at least going to get an extension so that we can finish our work? No. Are you going to at least advertise our game so that people will actually know about it and buy it? No. Like, Team Cherry had a very good reason, / Team Little Devils, had very good reason to up and leave Capcom. So they did. Created Platinum. Devil May Cry 2 was made by people who, like, didn't know what they were doing, really. So they took, like, player feedback and made that the game. What was the other game? God Hand, Beautiful Joe, Okami. They made Okami. I feel like they also made Dino Crisis, but I might be misremembering that. They made good games. Beginning and end of story, they made really good games. And they were mistreated, so they left. Devil May Cry 2 was handled by people who didn't know what they were doing. They took player feedback into account, with the player feedback being, hey, why do my guns deal, like, no damage and no knockback? Which is why Devil May Cry 2 is easily broken by firearms. It's funny, and could really use, like, a remake. 1's janky, but is really charming in its jank. 2 is janky and not as charming, and really needs a remake so that, you know, A, Lucia gets another chance because she's cool, Her design is sweet. And she's trapped in that game forever. And they just need a chance to fix it. They need to fix it. Like, I've heard talk of them, like, remaking Devil May Cry 3. We don't need a 3 remake. We need a 2 remake. We need 2 to be better. Is what we need. But... yeah. I'm nearly 30 in quotes. Would you rather I just go with my actual age? Because I can say it, but... nearly 30 just sounded better to me, personally, than 28 did. Too late. Wing Slave, there we go, that's the skill I was thinking of. When you land a finishing blow, or a combo finisher, you can summon your demons for 1 hit. Hopefully that quote will be what attracts new viewers. I have no clue. Also, it's happening again. I'm taking my eyes off the screen, and it is becoming a problem. That's gonna be bad. I need to stop taking my eyes off the screen. Otherwise, that's gonna happen. I don't overtly care about scores in these games, as evidenced by my run in the first game. But if I have a platinum, and then a pure platinum, and then that streak is broken by a silver, I feel a little bad inside. It's a personal thing. Also, taking damage in these games is just not good in general, because it gives you less health to deal with the bigger threats, right? Is there seriously nothing there? Yeah, there's not. It's taking health away every time I do that. Could have sworn there was something on that side. No, there's something here. Maybe it's just me who doesn't watch VTubers, but I think older men is a niche market that hasn't been pierced. It has and it hasn't. Bit of column A, bit of column B. Slash yes and no, slash kinda sorta. There are some VTubers that actively market themselves as, yo, I'm old. Which I think is just a funny way to market yourself, let's be real. And we are back to the Bayonetta 1 way of dealing with health upgrades. Unless, hang on. Okay, yeah, no, I need to buy it. That explains it. Nope. Bayonetta 2. Using a witch heart automatically fills up your health. That was my bad. I will throw shade at this game for a lot of things. I will not throw shade at this game for, you know, doing something I actually like. I will give praise where it is appropriate.
Tricks, aren't you?
Yo, a golem. Is it you or are these levels like empty? They are. You remember in 1 and 2 where you could see people like running in the street and they were like silhouettes because you weren't in the same universe? You were like in different planes of existence type of thing? You remember how cool that was? Because it would literally show you, oh, there are consequences to your actions. People are living and dying because of this fight that you are partaking in. Right? How about we just don't do that? Where the hell did that cat go? Did it just not? I know I didn't grab it. Where'd it go? Did it glitch into the wall? It glitched into the wall. I'm not even surprised at this point. Good game, yep. Gotta love, like, survive/tricky terrain. Oh, I see why they're saying survive. Dude, what the hell? It wouldn't let me dash. Like, it wouldn't let me do this. It kept dodging instead of letting me dash. It's doing it again. What a great game, yeah. Hey, do you want reliable controls? No, why would I want that? That bores me. I'm retrying this. I am 100% retrying this. That is not my fault. That I tried to do exactly what the game expected of me, and then the game actively screwed with me. That is not on me. I'm sorry. I am not accepting that evil on my shoulders. I refuse to carry that particular weight. That's not on me. If I get hit, I'll get hit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you, Nintendo, for funding this video game. Nintendo has funded plenty of video games. Also, you gotta love that. Combo 0, you get a gold. It's like, what, was I supposed to use Witch Time to, like, shoot them? Why would I do that? That actively hampers my survival. In this game that you have already rigged against me by making it so that, apparently, double tapping dodge, which is how you sprint, will just sometimes cause you to dodge twice, except here, where it works fine. And it works fine everywhere else in the game, except in the challenge where you need it to work reliably. What happened, game? Answer me. I demand an explanation. You again. You know, it's funny, I see the enemy designs in this game, and I can't help but think to myself, I would rather just play Ashura's Wrath. Like, I would love to be playing Ashura's Wrath right now. Like, that sounds like a lot of fun. Why can't I be playing that right now? Oh right, Capcom routinely copyright strikes channels that have it. Why? Because technically it's an anime. It's not, but it might as well be. Oh yeah, that was a fair hit. I totally could have seen that coming. Like, you know, it's technically legal for them to do so, but that's stupid. So I'm not gonna lie, I've been yapping. I legitimately forget what you're referring to, please help. My brain's, like, being torn in 5 different directions right now. It's my own fault, but... Ashura's Wrath constantly being copyrighted? Okay, yeah. The problem is, it's hard to be transformative. Like, I get why. I get why they can get away with it, but I agree. Sorry about that, again. I'm thinking of other things, and I know that's bad form for a streamer, but It happens, unfortunately. The issue with Ashura's Wrath being the way it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna make that. That's not gonna happen. Although... not if I go about it that way, anyway. It's 70% cutscenes, 29% QTEs. Excuse you. What's the 1% combat? Like actual combat. Okay, that almost didn't give me that, and I'm very surprised there. There is actual combat in the game, believe it or not. Okay, I need to do it again just to make sure I actually got it and that they didn't rob it from me. Now we're good. Like there are actual combat sections in the game, and they're fun. They're not like brilliant, but they're fun. It's very beat 'em up styled. Actually, can my demons get through? No, they cannot. But, like, it's hard to argue that, like, what you're doing is transformative. Like, for example, this is, because I'll play this my way, everybody else can play it their way, and I'm providing commentary on top of it, right? This is technically transformative, which means I'm protected under, like, copyright law. I'm not just sitting back and reaping the benefits of somebody else's work, right? I have to do something that makes it my own work, essentially. It's hard to do that with Ashura's Wrath because, like you said, it's 70% cutscenes, 30% QTEs. So if you want to get, like, the story of it and let the acting go through, you basically have to shut up for 70% of the game. So shut up for 70% of it, and for the QTEs, you also need to shut up so that you can focus properly on them, right? So the only time you can make the work, like, semi-transformative is during the combat sequences, which are not the majority of the game. So now what, right? The automated systems catch all the stuff happening in, like, Ashura's Wrath, and the automated systems at Capcom strike you. Or take it down, right? It's a sequence of events, and it sucks. Because you're basically powerless to do anything about it. How do walkthroughs with no commentary get made then? I'm going to assume they're typically unmonetized.
Is that? I literally have bigger fish to fry. No time for minnows.
So that's the Japanese Bayo, by the way. I know she sounds it, right? Japanese Bayo. Actually, I have to pause this here for a second. Do you remember the, like, Japanese self-defense force dudes from last week when we first started playing this? When we got to, like, this level? How they were speaking Japanese? And we had the English subtitles? Why didn't they do that with Bayo? Why didn't they do that with this Bayo? Why didn't they make her and her Jean just speak Japanese and give us subtitles? Why is she actively speaking English? Like... You don't... We can tell that she's Bayo. Like... How little do they trust their audience? How dumb do they think we are? You couldn't? I bet Sim for Bayonetta could. I could.
I'll bet that stung. The glowing target was a bit on the nose. Could it be you got a bit of a massive kiss?
What is she grappling on? She's a demon. She's currently fused with the demon. I think magic and the rules don't apply in this particular scenario. Of course I sim for Bayo. Everybody who plays this game sims for Bayo. This world's Bayonetta. Mm-hmm. Keep telling yourself that, game. No, I was sim for Bayo. Could probably tell that Japanese Bayo was just a different universe Bayo. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, once you, like, put your brain to, alright, multiverse of Bayonettas, what am I going to be seeing here? The second you see somebody with, like, who looks outlandish, your brain's gonna automatically go, okay, that's the Bayo of this world. Like, there's no way it's not. And if you just think like that, guess what? You're going to be right 98% of the time. There's no risk of you being wrong. Who's wearing weird, bright, fluorescent colors? That's gonna be Bayo. Like, at that point, it's a safe bet type of thing. Oh, come on. I'm getting stuck on literally no geometry. Like, my brain hurts at seeing that. Dude, you're so sick of multiverses? Same.
That's enough tag for me. Get my hooks into you. Getting hot. Try to keep up.
Okay, come on. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of multiverses either.
Do you really think it would be that easy? Once I see something I want, it's mine.
I'm glad they spent time once again giving you an instant death scenario. I can't wait to get to the end of this level so we can find out how long it is, so that you guys can see that we died in the last minute.
Do you really think it would be that easy?
Because I made a distance misjudge.
It's mine. Perfect timing.
I'm extra glad. Because, you know, I got mostly platinums and pure platinums this entire level. Which means that that death is guaranteed to give me a massive drop in my grade for the level. Iridescent core, emergency interceptor unit. Interceptor unit.
You'll pay dearly for what you've done.
You cannot stop this was
I'd also like to point out one more thing. 28 minutes, by the way. We've been at it for 28 minutes. In the last, like, 2 minutes of the level, we died. yeah, like I was saying before, multiverses.
If you're trying to swallow me whole, I'd go down easy with caviar.
I literally can't see what's going on, game. Like, you're giving me an awful camera angle to, like, figure this out. You're glad we stepped away from it? Like, multiverses in general? Yeah. Hard agree. It's happening again. The game wouldn't let me, like, Demon Masquerade. It wouldn't let me sprint.
Ready for a hot time.
My big problem with the multiverse is that, like, it's a basic guarantee. Once you see that it's a concept. That consequences become less heavy. By the way, I hope you enjoyed seeing this version of Bayo be competent, because you're about to see that not be the case. Why does it sound like a Smiling Friends character? They wanted to do something unique, quote-unquote, with the voice, and just made it sound like every generic villain voice. Hooray, we have the yo-yos!
I'll take it from here. You will be avenged, I swear it. And so will Sean.
Probably your favorite weapon in the game. It's good for the whole duration. I was never really much of a fan of it. I'm not going to lie, Artofleck. Like, no shade against you, obviously. But, I don't know, I've always been more of a, I'm very basic. I mean, I'm going to just admit that right off the bat. Sword and board is kind of always been my thing. But I'll use it, because it is good. I do know it's good, I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Alright, who signed up for a kaiju battle? But still, welcome to the stream. Arch Iridescent.
Not in the mood for cheap science fiction. I take it your singularity then. The real heartbreaker. Fantastic.
You did? Fair.
But you'll go through hell trying to break mine. Bayonetta. Mila. Comsela. Odo Anana El. Y Carmesis no fa feliz.
Alright. It's time for the very Shin Goji-like Gamora fight. Really do dig the design. Like, it's very edgy, but Sin Gamora, font of devastation. Like, it's even in the name, right? It's very Shin Godzilla coded. Which is great for me. Love that movie. Love that design. Okay, well, in regards to that, keep in mind, Roblox, Sin DT was technically like a mechanic all the way back in 2, where it was called Majin. Cool. I do like this fight. Like, these set pieces are great, in my opinion. Like, they're fun. Acting like you paid attention during 2. Well, excuse me for assuming I was, like, a streamer worth a damn. How dare I guess. I am a streamer worth a damn. DMC2 isn't worth a stream. Fair. Oh, that was a misclick, but he's running straight for us. Guess the Lucia campaign is like a fraction of a percent better. It is. Like, we were actually just talking about this earlier, like, Lucia is trapped in that game. It's a real pity, because I actually really like Lucia. We kind of all did. Crunch. Like, I don't know if you remember, I was excited when you finished Dante's story because I thought we were done with the game. Yeah, unfortunately, we were not. Like, Lucia's story in 2 is actively, like, more important than Dante's part of the story. Alright, let's go! Cannon's ready. Such a cool design. Like, the fact that it actively vents itself as it's getting ready is awesome to me. It's a flesh mecha. That's what it is. You think you had more fun watching DMC because you were... Well, hang on, Virgil. You weren't shitting on Virgil so much in DMC. That was a group activity. That was a we thing. We were shitting on Virgil in DMC. That boy caused quite a bit of sniper rifle abortions. And by a bit, quite a bit, I mean exactly one, which is one too many. Let's be real. That was super unnecessary. What, now Inferno wants this thing?
I know most of Inferno prefers a taste of the righteous, but I'm sure you'll satisfy someone.
Literally not how that works. No, timeline's falling apart. Can we add that to the list of tropes we're not huge fans of? Like, villain so powerful it appears as a cloud. I feel like that should only really apply if you're, you know, Zeus. Zeus, Jupiter are coded to be like them, you know? Like, I feel if you're a storm god, it makes sense to appear as a cloud. Slash, you know, a vapor. But if you're not, why?
And I suppose that girl isn't either.
Hey, Luca. How did you get here? When and how did you get here? Did you, like, hitch a ride? I am in disbelief that they gave me a platinum. Like, I thought for sure that death would have been counted against me. New demon contracted. Phantasma or Enye? Ignis or Enye? Yo-Yo. You know, the more I look at it, the more I find it difficult to call them yo-yos, because they act like it, but the bladed sections actually remind me more of chakrams than anything else. Huh. Accessory. Mallet of Rewards has been added to the shop. Super Mirror V1 has been added to the shop. Alright. Hey Roblox, I have a minor question for you.
Might have something special for you.
Torture attacks by 25%, not bad. You like Metal Gear, right? Sure, I guess. What about you, Artifleck? You a fan of Metal Gear? 3 seals for the old picture book. Not yet. Back on the shelf with you. I'm only asking because, want to play Metal Gear in your Bayonetta game?
Damn homunculi beat me to the punch. Lucky for them, I'm not looking for a fight.
No, not the bus.
On the front door, I'll make my way in from above.
Infiltrate the laboratory. Find Sigurd. I wasn't kidding, Roblox. Guess what Jean doesn't get to do? Did you guess engage in open combat? Because you'd be right. Despite clearly being capable of it. Whoops. Somehow my magic's not working.
Hotline has been disconnected. Space is no mere tax to it.
What kind of military base would have anti-magic fields set up? Especially considering how we've been to military bases in this universe before, and they didn't have anti-magic stuff set up.
These bastards myself.
A bad game would do that. I mean, are we sure about that?
Just in the way.
By the way, that button combination is cruel.
Easy. Good night. Now, amateurs. Perfect. Easy. Excuse me. Just in the way.
That's not what I wanted, but alright.
I can use this.
I wanted to reload for Garnet Roses.
No. Easy.
Down to one shot.
Easy, amateurs. Perfect. Now, you are just in the way. Easy. Good night.
Okay, where the hell is...
Now, amateurs. Easy.
Apparently not.
Now, you are just in the way. This should take care of security.
But yeah, do you like infinitely spawning enemies? Because I don't. It's a shock, I'm sure.
Easy. Good night. Now, amateurs. The whole facility is overrun. But from the looks of this equipment, it appears the doctor knew just what to expect. Easy. You were just in the way. Now.
One last shot. Not great. Oh, come on. Different platters. It is a bit of a bizarre choice, but am I missing anything over here? Is that? I already grabbed that. Yep. By the way, it's interesting to me that Bayo got, like, Serpent Within, or whatever, and Jean was cursed with Centipede Within. Like, that seems a little cruel, in my mind. You know?
Well, there's always time to refresh. Bastard.
Yeah, especially because I'm personally playing as her. you know, the Centipede Destroyer. I'm never gonna live that down, am I? That's just kind of always gonna be the thing with me, isn't it? It's my cross to bear, I guess.
Those distant, hear the sound. Those
It's funny, at least, yeah.
see the spectre. Evildoers.
This was a
hear the
waste.
final justice. The Platinum Knights arrived to defend the weak and innocent. QTJ is here.
What a waste.
I can use this.
Actually, if that broke it, wouldn't I just need to... like, jump to get that? Yep.
Perfect. Now. Why? Excuse me.
Yeah, it's funny for you guys, but not for me. You're not the one who had to clean up bug guts.
That was close. Now that's a refreshing combo. I can use this.
Open the good. Oh, get the damn elevator down here.
I hope this Dr. Sigurd managed to keep out of trouble.
But yeah, those are the Jean sections. Not too involved. If you're into stealth games, they're not too bad either, but, you know. Oh, but can you imagine if you got, like, codec calls? But it's Rodon just being a weirdo.
No time to relax, I see.
Bayo, you just watched, like, 4 entire universes get, like, erased. Like, you should really have a slightly more concerned reaction than... Guess I can't grab any coffee then. Like... Yeah, I can't. I probably can't make that.
Unleash it. You've been noticed. Too late.
Okay, I think I think I know. I think I've pinpointed why I held a grudge against these. And it's very petty. It's incredibly petty. I just want to let that be known. No. Another full heal if we need it. So the reason I held a grudge against these, and again, it's very petty, but it is a real reason that I just, like, realized. It's because they replaced Samsara. They replaced the chainsaws from 2. And when I first played this game, I did not take that well, because those weapons were really funny. Probably shouldn't have grabbed that just yet. Seeing as how I actively don't remember where it goes. Wouldn't be up there. Reasonably sure of that anyway. Down there, maybe? Oh, there it is. Another half of the moon pearl. More magic.
Now, where has Kitty gone off to? Nursing a skinned knee, perhaps.
Bayo, I get you're like rude to everybody, but maybe don't treat somebody who's traumatized like a child. Seems a little rude. Who the hell am I kidding? That's actually kind of in character. Camera? Like, there's clearly another run. Just gonna get trapped here? Alright. You do you, I guess. Huh. I don't think I've ever noticed this thing. Just a dead golem. Oh, wait, no, probably did. Pretty sure we're gonna need those to, like, repair the door or something. I just didn't remember it, I guess. Yep.
Looking for someone with more bite? Do it.
No, I guess not. So what's the point of the symbol I got? Yeah, I'm not gonna make that. Bizarre.
Your turn. Do it.
Wow, you can, like, especially feel how empty it, like... You know what? I'm of two minds on this area feeling empty. On one hand, place is big, and it feels very empty, yes. On the other hand, it's kind of meant to. It's been abandoned for, like, centuries. If it was, like... If there were clear signs that people had been living there recently, I think we'd have bigger problems. I can't help but feel like this is supposed to be, like, fully climbable. And that almost proved my point. I'm gonna get to the next area and it's gonna say that I missed a fight, I just know it.
I wonder what alternate reality awaits me this time.
Okay, well. That regular man-made shield is, like, defending itself against a, like, energy saber. I cannot... Unbelievable.
Simply astounding. Yes, and I'd prefer not to waste that time on your lectures.
You think she's ever, like, shot herself in the face by accident while doing that? Like, adjusts glasses, accidentally, like, pulls the trigger? I cannot believe that these are actively being, like... somewhat
They
effective.
must be well trained to fight so fearlessly. I feel a bit inspired to take up arms myself. What a thoroughly unappealing sight.
She says as people die right in front of her. Nothing? Guess not. These guys. Mediocris is quite a name for something that I'm sure is going to be annoying.
When I'm done with you, you'll wish you'd opted for the lizard's love tap.
Unless this is... There's no way. I cannot believe... Wow, that is actually, like, super effective against them. I'm shocked. Didn't miss well, didn't miss an encounter. Another full heal. Oh, that's right, I need to do more, what are they called? Madama Butterfly's... Flutterkiss. So I can unlock that last one. Well, that's slightly annoying. Of course, it's the crow I'm hearing. Is the raccoon back? What raccoon? I'm legitimately lost. What raccoon? No, no. Raccoon is not back. That raccoon is what you meant. And I was not throwing hands with a raccoon. I was scaring off a raccoon. I like raccoons. There are very few scenarios in which I would choose to fist fight a raccoon. Thoughts up? And that sound you're hearing is probably, this demon masquerade. It's not quite punching a window, but the sprint for it does sound like, you know, someone tapping on glass. Not tapping, actively punching. Nothing at my window.
Fear not. Now is the time to charge forward.
Ah, this Bayonetta lacks depth perception. I see.
Our true enemy lies ahead. Leave this beast to my servant.
And is also apparently a general. Wartrain Guan, Charger of the Crimson Rim. Chinese Bayo now? Yes.
Being drafted now, am I? Alright. Let's just see how steamy things can get.
I do not like the war train. I'm going to say that right now. I am not a big fan of the train.
There's nothing worse than unwanted guests taking root. I'll just have to stamp you all out at once.
Hey, G-Man. Wow, gave me infinite and I didn't need it. Well, that's a pity. Anything along the walls? Not that I can see. Oh, hey. How's it going? Dude, this camera is terrible. It's not great. Virga. Yeah. But yeah, camera's not great. So yeah, we did miss a fight. And unfortunately, we can't go back. Because, you know, that's fair. Through the gate. And also, excuse me, War Train, but feel free to replace Gamora, but not Phantasma Araignée. We might love Gamora, but he's also a mite slow. I'll catch up eventually. I can take corners easier. That's what I thought.
Settle down now, little one.
Oh, that's not annoying placements at all. Like, don't get me wrong, they're not a problem, but... More magic. Which means more demon summoning. Hooray! Granted, I need to actually use that for it. Actually, why aren't I using that? More magic is just more magic. It's better. And it refills naturally as I fight. Like, there's no reason not to, like, pump that as soon as I get it, as opposed to this, where I can use it essentially as a heal. Still need to do this in the next few fights. Might as well start upgrading you. Damn.
Having an outdoor recital? The battle is really heating up. Why don't you let me take care of this? So close. Burn. Is that all? Get in. Too late. Unleash it. Now's your chance. Do it. Slow them down. Do it. Will I feel much
Anyone else? Oh, you guys. Well, that's not going to be good. They are way too generous with the amount of damage they give you to, like, still get a gold. Like, I feel like I took way too much damage to still justify a gold. Well, it seems we're at an impasse. Oh, come on. Yeah, it doesn't get far enough. Could have used a war train, but, you know. I need to stop taking my eyes off the screen. I really do, because that was awful. Yeah, I deserve that. I deserve worse than that. That is a pity silver. I have never seen a pity silver before, but that is clearly a pity silver. But yeah, the camera is terrible.
Oh, Rick! Slow them down. Do it. Unleash it. Unleash it.
Grab that. Backtrack a little bit so that we can get this. Attack them all in one run. Ah, great. Brilliant. I do not like the war train. I do not. Them making me use the war train is a special type of punishment. Oh. Like, as I was getting my bearings, really, guys? While I was waiting for all of them to spawn in, it instantly gets hit. So I think that the fact that that guy up there is just annoyingly out of reach sucks. You'd think they would give a better camera for this attack? Nope. That is giving them way too much credit. No, I don't want to... Like, how is it fair that they're basically forcing me to get all of them, and one is like 40 feet in the air. With a... Hang on, let me experiment for a second here, because I'm like 90% sure I don't have very many range attacks. Okay, so that's the gun button. Okay, I do have range. Can the train go up or down? Yes, it can. Thank you for reminding me that it flew in that first scene. My brain refused to think outside the box on that one. My bad. That does, however, present its own problems, though. Yeah. Time ran out? So yes, the train can go up and down. Or rather, it can go up. It doesn't seem like it can go down. So, you know. One step forward. There we go. Well, you didn't really think of the original scene, didn't even know it had guns, just thought it would be stupid if it had a range attack. I just thought it'd be able to go up and down because it's a ghost train. Well, it's an armored train. Like, it is a war vehicle. So, it does have guns. Historically, they were a real thing. They couldn't fly, but armored trains with, like, mounted guns in the front, anti-aircraft especially, were a thing. They're awesome. Yeah, they were real in, like, World War I, but can you imagine? Can you imagine being in World War I and seeing Thomas the Tank Engine turn a corner, but it has anti-aircraft, like, guns? Just smiling at you. Gun in your face. I'd actually die if that happened. Somebody needs to do that right now. Somebody needs to, like, draw that this instant. I demand it. You again. Push. You know what's funny is that BF1 had a war train, but half the time it was dead as soon as it arrived. Yeah, well. In my mind, that is what makes the most sense. Would you rather deal with the war train? Wow, okay. Cereza. not gonna get. Seriously? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. Reset the clock. Did that? I just screwed it up. Well, the thing is, in BF1, whoever got the power vehicle would only get it because they were losing. Like in my lobbies, it would just break because everyone on the enemy team would focus it. Yeah, that's how it would. That's how it works, right? Why give the enemy time to benefit from something, right? If you can just dogpile it now and stop it from doing anything, you no longer have anything to worry about, you know? Like, why leave it up to the opponent to maybe screw up when you can guarantee that they screw up instead, right? Like, either way, it's victory. But one is more expedient.
I can hear something. What is it?
Like, the only good one was basically a warship, but everyone who would insta-lock it felt like their artillery shots would just miss. It can happen. I'll be right back. I do have to handle something. Guess what, Roblox? You might be cursed. Raccoon. Sorry about that, I'm back. At this rate, I'm going to have to name the guy, because he's dropping by way too often. Little trash panda. We know what happened the last time we let Oz name anything. I'm still of the opinion that Oz's naming privileges have been not permanently revoked, but revoked until he can prove to me that, you know, it won't happen again. Sup, Viola? You're right, he did name something in Digimon. He has been trying. Get rocked. Bayo, the world is actively dying. Like... sitting there all cool might not be the most responsible thing to do. Oh look, the character that we haven't seen since the start of the game. It's especially bad here because the levels are so long. Like, they're so long.
You poor thing. Something about you just pokes at my soft side. It's closing in.
Oh, claustrophobia. That's not fun.
Hey, Bayonetta. Glad you're okay. Just handling some bad guys.
Like, did they think we'd care for her? Again, a big problem with this game is how long it takes for anything to happen. Like, again, some of these levels are like 40 minutes, like half an hour to 40 minutes long. Like, that's a little too long.
What was that?
Good theme, though.
Hey, don't get it twisted, okay? I'm definitely not horribly claustrophobic at all. Got it? Do we really need to talk about that right now? We're kind of busy here. Do it. Don't want to make my pets angry. Ready for a hot time.
Like, if it was DMC4, that would be fine, but no. I think the real crime regarding Viola is the fact that her theme is great. Like, it's not what you would expect from her character design. Which, you know, adds some charm to it. But, spoiler warning, she doesn't play that well. Get trained, idiot. Chainsaws.
Come on. Yeah, yeah. Fuck yeah. So anyway, I was worried you might be floating in the asshole of the multiverse or something.
Not necessary for you to call it that, Viola.
Your help back there. I could have squashed a bug like that myself.
Come on.
I was just waiting for the right moment.
Her,
okay?
her shirt looks like a knockoff Serious Sam shirt. It's funny you should mention that. I think that was actually the point of it. I think that's actually in like the design documents for her, where it's like she should have a knockoff shirt or something that looks like a knockoff.
Lesson 1.
To let the player like instantly know when they look at her that like not to take her too seriously.
I told you not to call me that. Anyway, did you find it?
Viola, I hate to be the one to break this to you, but you have a cat shirt,
So the chaos
a cat
is
keychain
there.
on your sword. It has a paw on it, and your partner demon is literally Cheshire.
5 of these chaos gears.
There was precisely a 0% chance
Multiverse is
that Bayo would not call you Kitty. Like,
So important.
0,
And I'd better hold on to
none,
that now.
would never happen.
Maybe a bit too heavy for your little paws, Kitty.
Oh, don't make me say it again.
This is who she's talking about when
Viola. V-I-O-L fucking A. Viola.
oh god, they're laying it on so thick. Like, come on, guys.
Look, you gotta prove yourself to her if you want to move beyond nicknames.
Like, it's so unbelievably obvious. Like, it's painful how much they don't hide it. But then they're gonna treat it like a big reveal. It's so weird. Hot Pursuit. That's definitely a pun. By the way, we're 3 hours in, and we've gone through, what, 3 levels?
Luca?
That's right, the one and only
Luka. Luka.
Hang on. Have we met before? I think I'd remember you, Riot Girl. Extraordinary. You. It's time I got going. Find that voice. Later, ladies.
Why did I make you realize that?
Why
As a
don't you
point of
look
comparison.
for me?
Do you remember Bayonetta 1 and 2? Where we were at this point
Learn to fight
of the
for
night.
others, not just for yourself. I'm sure he'll give you lots.
By the time we ended part 2, we would be like 1 or 2 levels away from beating the game
What?
on our part 2.
You don't need my help, right?
Wait!
We don't need a super complex narrative in a Bayonetta game. We don't. In fact, it bogs down the story. Bayonetta plots can be summed up super easily. Bad guy wants to take over the world. Bayonetta stops him. That's it. We don't need more than that.
You got it! Bring it! Here it goes! Over here, Cheshire! Sit down!
Bad grade? No, not bad. Like, the really bizarre thing is that the levels that they give the other characters that aren't Bayonetta are closer to, like, Bayonetta levels than the Bayo levels. The Bayo levels are way expanded, and I think that that was a mistake. I actively think it was a mistake. Oh my god, they even gave her a grappling hook. Alright.
Too easy. Come back, Josh! Are you kidding me?
Right here, buddy. Come on. Come on.
Carry the bear.
Oh, come on. One hit. The stream just buffered for like a good minute. Ah, pity. Okay, I see how I might have to do this. So what I was trying to say there is that before I had an existential crisis realizing that Viola had a grappling hook instead of, like, a glide, like Bayo, is that she's very mechanically strange compared to...
My turn now. Over here, Cheshire. Too easy.
compared to, like, Bayo and Jean in the other games, in that she can only activate Witch Time by parrying. She cannot do it by dodging. Thankfully, it's a pretty generous window. But it's your only opportunity to deal damage, so...
Bring it
Make sure you don't waste it.
Bring it home. Are you kidding me? You're up. Come back, Trish.
Come on.
Too easy.
Damn it, Cheshire. Like, the weirdest thing about Viola is that I love her combat, but it does not compare with, like, Bayo's in the other games. It doesn't. Which I realize isn't fair, but still. Oh, you want to know another weird thing? I think this was only at release, because I seem to have a sizable health bar. But if I go here... Yep. It looks like health is shared, but magic is not. So any health upgrades you give Bayo, transfer over to Viola. Viola. And the same can be said for, the same cannot be said for magic. Those are solely for whoever uses them. How's the stream now, Roblox? Any better? Or is it still having issues? Because I touched nothing on my end. Nothing. It got better? Okay, good. Ha, I knew I saw a cat. Seriously? That is some really heavy breathing from Viola. The cat was right there. I couldn't just ignore it.
Witches and black cats, the ultimate team up. They must have fought hard. Right until the end. Fucking singularity. Luca's probably okay though, right?
Hey, Halos. Next fight? Really, no combat. Okay, if you're gonna make this gigantic arena-ass room, you better put a fight in there. Like, I'm not crazy for requesting that, am I? Like, I feel like that's fair of me to ask. Slash, like, assume would happen, right? Okay, we got a toad. There you are.
Rehearsal's over for now, got it?
There we go.
All you, Big C! Come back, Trent! Bonus shot!
I was gonna say low combo. Yeah. So Roblox, why do you think I'm freaking out, or slash was freaking out over Luca and Viola and the grapple hook and all that?
Luca, wait!
Your first guess is probably going to be correct. I want to make that clear.
You can take a break anytime now! Slow down! Damn! I swear, it's like he can't hear me.
He can. Luca, what the hell are you doing?
Whoa, careful! Are your eyes on your feet? Watch out! And not a word to say? Damn kids these days!
Hi, Enzo. How's it going? Not why they're freaking out. It's technically a spoiler for me to, like, reveal it, but... It's also one of those things where, like, the second I say it, if you haven't already figured it out, you're like, oh, okay, you know what? Yeah. And I was not, in fact, freaking out because grappling hooks are cool. They are, but that is not why I was freaking out. Just to let that be known. Oh, great. Ah, damn it.
Over here, Cheshire!
Okay, other bit of writing advice here. If you're going to make one of your plot sequences, like, oh, it's like they can't hear me, or like they're moving too fast type of thing,
No, no, no! This is the only outfit I brought! Gotta find water, fast!
don't make the character we are playing as so mobile that we can catch up and like tap the dude on the shoulder before he runs away.
Tired of this shit. All right.
Because it makes it hard for the player to go like, why didn't you just talk to them like then? Like right then, right?
Out of my way.
We got the elite mooks. Nebulosus. Light humanoid assault unit. Okay. Thanks for...
Carry the bear.
Can I like... There we go, that's better.
Caught you sleeping. Bring it in, big guy.
Yeah, not surprised. Honestly, you have no clue why I was freaking out? Or is that in reference to something else? To something I like just said? Generating enemies.
Take your best shot. Are you kidding me? Too easy.
Yes, the grapple. Do you want me to just say it? Because once I say it, the genie will be out of the bottle, so to speak.
Time. Come back, Trish.
like, it does constitute spoiler. Do you care enough about the plot of Bayonetta 3? Okay, so the things I was freaking out about. The grappling hook. The patches of, like, plaid on Luca's jacket. The fact that Luca was smelling the same perfume that Bayonetta was using in the first game when Bayo wasn't in the room. And the fact that both Viola and Luca stare Bayonetta in the face and spell their names out. Because of Bayonetta's insistence on referring to them as cats. Do you want me to fit those puzzle pieces together, or do you get where I'm going? Way to go, Luca.
You better be careful. He's gonna end up flash fried. Bring it in.
Oh god, I can't even... I can't use Cheshire, because we're like right there. This place is way too narrow to bring him out. I'm not implying that Viola is Luca. No. Close, though. I'm saying that if you're trying to make the reveal if I say any more, it's going to constitute a spoiler. So I need to know if that's okay. Oh, there it is. That's a pity. Because I am not implying that Viola is Luca. Like, the game is blatant to the point where I don't even think it would constitute a spoiler for me to say it, but... Still.
Luca, you in there?
Sup, Strider? Ow.
What was that?
Oh, you big. And you're gone. Damn shame. Volutus.
You want some too? Fine. It's bacon time!
I would not recommend eating that thing. Considering the fact that it is a massive homunculi, I think that would be very bad for you.
Come back, Trish! Got you sleeping. Bring it on! Are you kidding me? Bring it on! Bullseye! Take your best shot. Bring it on! Bring it on! Catch you sleeping! Too easy!
Viola's Lucas' daughter.
Bring it on! Bullseye! Bring it on! My turn now. Burn! Sayonara.
She's Viola. Viola is Luca and Bayonetta's daughter. From, like, another universe.
Oh, shit! Just when I thought I finally had him. Oh.
Like, her main colors are black and red. But her design aesthetics and her, like, comedic moments, quote-unquote, are her dad. Are, like, mirrors to Luca. Like, she sets her ass on fire, has to run through an obstacle course to, like, get to water. And then 5 seconds later, you see Luca grappling, hooking his way straight into a pillar. Like, they're both freaking Looney Tunes characters. It's blatant. Just gonna do that again to make sure. There we go. But yeah. I obviously already knew, played the game before, but like, the story hinges on that being like a big twist reveal. but everything about it is telegraphed to the point where you're seeing it, and you're going like, oh, fuck, really? Like, it would have been a bigger twist if Viola wasn't actually Bayo's daughter. Like, it would have been a much bigger twist if Viola was, like, Luca's daughter only, and the reason she knows magic is Bayonetta taught her growing up. That would have legitimately been a bigger twist. But no. It's ridiculous. But that is going to be it for me tonight. Hope to see you guys on Wednesday for more Baldur's Gate. Oh, man. And I don't know, Friday, we might start a little earlier. We might not. That might wait for about a week because I'm currently doing some stuff that makes it a little annoying to get to the office earlier. Like time-sensitive stuff. It's a whole thing. So, we might start doing the longer streams and Saturday streams like next week or something like that, but who knows. But having said all that, let's see who's available for a raid. Oh, well, that's just serendipitous, isn't it? Hope you guys have a good night. Sorry for starting a little late today. Things were happening. It's a whole thing. But hope to see you guys on Wednesday. Later, guys.
I mean, I think, maybe kiss the girl, maybe?